Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Warhammer 40,000's Chaos Gate Daemonhunters with me, Core. And to give you a little bit of a recap on the last episode, it was relatively simple, actually. We walked up, dealt with a couple sets of reinforcements, took out the Bloomspawn in a very short amount of time, I will say. And I'll give all credit to that to our assassins, actually. Both the Eversor and the Vindicare did an incredible job, got level ups on 3 out of the 4 soldiers that we brought into the fight, and here we are. So let's go ahead and take a look at our timeline here before we get moving on the galaxy map and start spawning in some new stuff. So first and foremost, we have the bloom suppression coming in 4 days. Hull repair is going to be in 7 days, so hopefully we don't get an intervention until then. And then we have light wounds on Bask, Storm, and Harn respectively, coming in at 16, 44, and 50 days. Other than that, we have 34 days left on Ector being happy with us for the last Grandmaster report, and then we have 49 days until that next Grandmaster report. In the last mission, we ended up taking out a Force Halberd, which was quite nice. We had a couple good options there, but we just ended up making the decision to save a little bit of requisition for potentially that next Grandmaster report, if indeed some of these next missions are less forthcoming with them, let's say. So, other than that, we don't have anything else to do right now while this Warp Storm is out here. We have cut down a lot of the corruption on this system, so it was at 1 point up to 3, now down to 1. And yeah, alright guys, we'll see you after we advance some time and get to the next event. Alright, and the next event was that research project, 5% warp surge per turn. We can start the next set of research, and I think that we have a lot of bloom seeds. What we are going to do, though, is probably start this next storyline. So it costs 5 Pox seeds, which is not a problem at all. But it does potentially unlock, I want to say, is it after this that you get access to the multiple types of Pox seeds? I'm not quite sure. Other than that, we could look at Strength of Spirit, Torpor, or Heal, which are all going to be stratagems. If we do that, though, we do have to give up Gate of Infinity and Quicksilver, which I'm not sure that we can do that right now. And if we're going to do that, we might as well get our Enhanced Attunement slot, which gives an additional stratagem. And then we may want to get either Torpor or Strength of Spirit. I think Torpor might actually be quite nice, afflicting all visible enemies with Immobilized for a single turn, absolutely preventing any maneuver from our opponent, which could very easily overtake the value of Quicksilver. So that said, though, I think we're still going to focus on the source of the bloom here, and then we'll look into getting Torpor. Other than that, looking at our ship status, once we get the repairs finished, we are kind of low at servitors, so we do want to be a little bit careful here. I think our next step, though, is definitely going to be the Libris Malleus, though. Gives an additional research speed per grimoire, so up from 20% to 30%, I believe is how that works. And since that is the case, we do have 7 grimoires, so 20% each, up to that would give an additional 70% bonus speed in research, which could be quite nice. So I think that's what we're going to do there, and again, we'll see you when the next event pops. Alright, and before we even hit our repair goal, the Bloomspawn is back. Now, we are very fortunate. We're kind of in the center of the galaxy here. Oh, another one on Fighties 5. I hate that so much. But if we want to hit 2 of these, we might need to give it a rest. So this is growing the bloom. So this is actually coming in with the Blightcrawler. Ooh, a new enemy that we have not seen in this campaign as of yet. Comes with a multi-melter and a frag missile launcher. Quite effective against armor here. And it does give us the option for a tier 2 halberd, a tier 2 stormbolter, and 4 requisition in total. But we're not allowed to use mastercrafted melee weapons, which is kind of a downside. Taking a look at this one, seeding the bloom, we also have the Myphitic? I don't know what that word means. I'll have to look that up afterwards. The Myphitic Blightcrawler as well gives the additional, so no mastercrafted armor is 2 requisition and 2 requisition there, as well as 10 servitors. That could actually be very useful. Additionally, tier 2 stormbolter, falchions, Terminator armor, some equipment, and a rank 3 interceptor. Lastly, we can also see, oh, it's a servitor mission. Oh dear. That's problematic. On top of that, we don't have as many stratagems. So we have 1 less stratagem, gives us 4 requisitions, as well as 1 grimoire, which is nice. In addition, we also can look and see the tier 2 incinerator and a tier 2 power armor. Ooh. That's tricky. That is tricky. So let's see. Taking a look at some of our more resilient troops, Bosk is unavailable. So we can have Iolanthus. We'll have Boars available. We will have tier 3 Assassin on both of them, Vindicare and Eversor, which is nice. Our rank 4 Purgator with all the grenade slots is going to be out for 10 days, but that actually, of all the people that we could have out, that's not bad. Ooh, this is going to be a tricky one. Of these, though, right, if we go here, I think, ooh, I'm giving up one or both. Because this one we're not going to be able to get. If we go here, oh, stop. Ooh, that was bad. But if we go here, we're not going to be able to get to there in time, I don't think, because it's not affected by that prognosticar. If we go here, I don't think we're going to be able to get there either. So I feel like, actually, what we need to do is this one, because this gives us 4 requisition and 10 servitors. It's not my preferred solution, because this one would be a Bloomspawn mission, which we could probably kill very quickly. And actually, as I'm thinking about it, though, this one is 2 Bloomspawn. This one is just a single for both of these guys. So we may actually just have to sacrifice that additional requisition to keep this from going up to 3 Bloomspawn. So I think we're going to do that. I may be regretful of that in the future, but for right now, that's just what we're going to do. 8 servitors, 24 days, so that brings us down to 5. And I'm already regretting not getting those servitors, but I think keeping the bloom capped is going to be important.
Commander, the tech priest has informed me of an anomaly picked up within the warp storms in this sector. It carries a psychic signature connecting it to the bloom. We should investigate.
Uh-oh. Warp storm hazard. I don't know if we're going to be able to get there in time. Maybe. We're certainly not going to be able to get to the other mission, but we could at least try. It's going to be all the way across the sector, but oh well. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our barracks. We'll give the promotions available, and then we will determine who is going to be joining us on this mission.
Iolanthus.
All right, Iolanthus, we have seen that you are great with Rend of the Unclean. I think our next step was to probably go into melee, I would bet. So we would want to take this additional warp charge, which gives us access to melee discipline, which gives an additional 4 strike damage. So +1 on that. Nemesis, let's see, 4 strike weapon. Okay, so this, oh no, that's just part of the natural stuff, whatever. And so just as a reminder, Iolanthus actually gets +1 damage for his melee attacks, but can't gain any resiliency, which is kind of sad. Either way, if we go here and get the additional 4 strike damage, that potentially brings his 4 strike capacity, especially if we give him a set of equipment which gives him additional 4 strike damage, could potentially go up to 6, 7, 8 at a time. I think that's probably fine for right now. Yeah, other than that, gives armor break on the 4 strike, which would be incredibly valuable. And then additionally, ruthless precision, excuse me, I can't speak today, gives 50% chance per turn that the knight crits and has 1 AP restored to them. So combined with the hammer hand discipline, could be incredibly valuable. So I think rather than going for the armor break, We're going to go for Ruthless Precision next, and then probably go into... I don't even know what we want to do with this guy. Maybe into Provoke. So that would give him Terminator armor, or alternatively, we could give him the additional health and then go into Leadership and the Charge Discipline. We'll see. That's a decision for another time, but right now, I'm happy with this. Next up is Rugen. Well done to him. So he is relatively inexperienced here. As our Purgator, I would like him to be more support focused. So Astral Aim does crits, and then Emperor's Light does blinded. So a blind afflicted target does -2 damage with their ranged attacks, and this is only 1 willpower, and it afflicts it for 2 turns. Additionally, it also afflicts Purge 50% of the time, which prevents the, or I guess not prevents, but drops the opponent's, what are they? The warp mutations. So I think we're gonna go that way with him. And then this also gives the 100% ability to purge when giving an additional willpower. Good on that. So you are level 3, and then our Eversor. Let's see what level 3 gives you. So that gives you Neurogauntlet, which afflicts incapacitated for 1 turn, takes 1 AP and 3 HP, and when this unit crits a target, afflicts 2+ bleed. Very nice. All right. I like leveling up these guys. They're easy. I don't have to think too hard. All right, guys. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and take a look at the mission. We can win without mastercrafted weapons. I believe in you, Iolanthus. But otherwise, let's go ahead and decide here. Rugen is fine, but I think we probably want to give other people the opportunity to succeed. So Thule, we'll pick you. Probably, do we want to bring our Vindicare? Let's see, how close are you to leveling up? Am I missing that? Yeah, so very close to leveling up. At level 4, that gives you an additional 5% crit chance on ranged attacks and an additional use of lethal reflex. That could be very valuable as well. If we look at our Assassin, he could also potentially level up from this match, which would give him Enduring Reflexes, 1+ use per turn on all auto abilities, and when this unit gains while active, this unit gains 1 damage for all attacks, -1 HP cost for abilities, and Kill Drive grants 3 armor. So you can use that. Okay. Very cool. What is Kill Drive? Kill Drive is when this unit destroys an enemy with a melee attack, heal up to 20%. So Kill Drive also grants armor. Ooh. That's incredibly valuable, actually. So here's what we'll do. We have Boars, Rugen, Thule, and Eversor, Gannis. So we'll have 2 long-range guys. We'll have Boars to provide additional support, and then we'll bring in Boars on the other side here. Okay, so we need to make sure to take out mastercrafted melee weapons. So that's the standard halberd. Let's see. Do we care? I mean, do we honestly care? Probably not. Demon Hammer. +2 damage on the 4 strike. That's not bad. Sure, why not? We can bring in long-range storm bolters, though, or I guess mastercrafted storm bolters is what I mean to say. Armor break on you. We'll take that from Harn. Actually, you know what? We don't even need to take that from Harn because we can give you Warpbane. Equip. Take that off of Storm, who is also injured. You're also very close to leveling up too here. So you have the Silencer. That's coming from Rugen. So Rugen already has the armor-piercing silencer. Probably don't need 2 silencers in this one mission. So if we want to do that, we could potentially look at either the Incinerator or the Psy Cannon. Let's see, 25% crit vulnerability. Ooh. Afflicts exposed, 25% chance. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and do that. And deals 4 damage, exposed, which I guess if we're working on the Bloomspawn isn't really going to make a bit of difference, but oh well. Otherwise, let's take a look at our equipment here. We have, you are running with the Medicae, so we can actually change that out. We'll bring in, let's see, maybe the Aegis, or Sacred Incense is probably just fine for you. And then for you, we'll bring in the grenade, just a standard grenade. Thule, standard grenade. Rugen has the Extractor Servo Skull. Gannis has a standard grenade. And do you have anything special in terms of your abilities? No, you did not. Just as well with you, also not the case. That's okay. No big deal on that one. And I think we are ready to go. So we just can't use mastercrafted melee weapons. We should probably give you the armor that we had equipped to Iolanthus here. So this is immunity to plague. That'll give you +4 HP as well. And 15% resistance. So I think that's okay. I don't see anything else that we need to do. I think we're in a good spot right now. So let's go ahead and get the mission started. And we'll see you in there.
Corruption site detected. The Bloomspawn have infested this bastion of the Adeptus Ministorum.
Vile blasphemy. The Plague Lord continues to taunt us with his detestable works. We must end it here.
Alrighty, guys, and here we are. We look at the Bloomspawn. There are 2 of them, in fact, for this mission. The first one's very close. The second one is... oh, I guess that's the close one. The second one is farther. Both of them are just in a straight line. So potentially we have the opportunity to play a pretty safe and standard game. We will need to play a little bit of our more defensive game on this first one. The second one we can definitely go in harder. So let's get started. All right.
Standing ready.
I don't know how far up we want to go. It's probably gonna bite me in the butt here. Yep, there we go. Myphitic Blightcrawler. All right, let's see what this guy has on us. So I am glad that we brought that anti-armor. Oh no. Okay.
These heretics will suffer
Well,
the ultimate punishment.
I guess you're still alive, huh? All right. So you only have 6 health in total, which is really nice that we brought that armor. Did we bring the armor piercing one? Oh, please tell me we did. I hope we did. All right. Other than that, cover shot. Target a blast over area 3 at range 14 to destroy cover. Charge shot. Set a blast area set a blast over area 2 at range 14 to deal 5 damage next turn. Launches a hazard over area 4 for 1 turn that follows this unit. Allies in the hazard suffer -2 damage from ranged attack and also hits knockback. And then Overwatch. So he also has a multi-melter, which deals 6 damage at range 7 with an armor break of 3. And then a frag missile launcher, which gives access to cover shot and charge shot. Okay. So he has no mutations, which is nice, but it is still very, very damaging regardless. So if we look at, I want to say it is Rugen here. So you do have armor pierce, which is going to be our saving grace. So if we hit, for example, you over here, we could actually just, let's see, could we hit you? No, we can't. So we may just need to play a little bit safe early on. How do we? Let's see. Also, how much movement do you have? You have 5 movement per action point, of course. And then you do have a ridiculous amount of armor, so not great. But all right, let's move our Eversor up. We'll actually move you over here, I want to say. So that'll get you closer to combat.
My blade is yours.
I think you can probably go up here. We'll see what they end up doing.
Yes, Commander.
And then, I mean, I really don't want to. I don't want to play too far behind, but I also don't want to put him in a bad spot either.
Here.
We could probably move you up. And if we do so, we could kill you, right? So 4 damage each. So it does have armor pierce, and if we go up here, we could potentially, so you have 9 armor, or 9 health, excuse me. So it wouldn't kill you both, but it'd kill you completely, which is nice. Because the alternative is getting hit by that multi-melta, which would absolutely sting. I think what we do, though, because you have 4, so we hit you 3 times. I think that's probably the play here, because actually, are you behind cover? You may not be behind cover, actually. Let's see. What's your crit chance? 10%. Hey, you know what? We'll take the shot. No hits there, but we are armor piercing, so it doesn't matter. All right, 2 left on that guy. And then the only thing we have to deal with is the regular soldiers, which is not a big deal at all.
With me, my brothers.
In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if they toss cover here at some point. Oh, is that that must be the charge shot.
Barely a scratch.
All right, we have a Overwatch here. Suppression. So this is where our Eversor comes in. Super handy. What are you doing right now? Is this... I don't actually know.
Ready to kill.
So, well, either way. You can't... Can we shoot you?
Unleash me.
So if you shoot... Can't hit that. Okay? It's fine. So here's what we need to do then. We need to give you Satrophy and Stims. So we can get you... We can get both of you down, actually. Let's... Ah, yes. Okay, I got it. So we'll hit you first. So that'll stop the suppression on one of them. On the other side, we'll go over here, which will stop... Oh, nice. We'll even get a crit on that. What an opportunity. So that'll allow us to move up here.
Yes, sir.
Get out of range of those explosives. We can kill the Myphitic Blightcrawler. I mean, I guess... Sure. We can do damage.
Aye, sir.
Oh, that kills him. Okay. Huh. Interesting. I won't say no to that. And then we can do a strike on you. We do see over here that there is a Poxy that we'd like to collect.
What is your will?
Let's see, what could you do?
Unleash
I guess you could
me.
just go melee him to death.
Be ready.
All right, we do have another set of reinforcements over here by the Bloomspawn,
Face me.
which we expected.
Vengeance.
And then easy enough.
Another battle ends in triumph.
Excellent.
Need a target.
Can you go here? Here, here, and then there.
Give me a
All
target.
right, that'll keep you out of the fire. Perfect. And then we can move you over here. Let's bring all the Grey Knights up to relatively the similar amounts of cover before we start up on this next Bloomspawn. I'm hoping that the Bloomspawn isn't
Your
too
orders.
terribly strong. I don't know
At once.
if I've seen all of them. I've only seen, I think, the 2. The one is the armored one, and one does 4 damage or so. But other than that, we can also get our guys. Let's see. I think, yeah, let's just end the turn. So it's going to be 15% bloom or warp surge risk, but it'll be worth it to get our guys over here. Alright, and that should trigger the reinforcements. Alright, Apostate Preacher. Ah, interesting. So good thing we brought the flamethrower then. So the flamethrower will allow us to take care of most of these all at the same time. So these malignant growths, and then you are going to be doing the, is it Foul Sacrament? No, Advance the Ritual. That's what it is. So you also have 12 shields, which is going to be given additional. I want to say 3 each, or yeah, 3 each from each of these. So once we're done with that, it's just a matter of taking you down quickly. Let's see who has the Servo Skull. It's range 15, so that is out of our range, unfortunately. Let's look at here. So if we do this, we can give... Oh, what is that? Nurglings. This demon gains +2 max HP from active Nurgling swarms. Huh. Tainted Chant. Up to 4 corpses within an area of 3 of the Nurgling swarm rise as groaned Poxwalkers and mutate Poxwalkers in the area. That's not great. Also deal 2 additional damage. And are you immune to anything? So you're immune to Plagued. And you get +2 HP stacking. Alright. Not that upsetting, to be honest with you. I think we're doing okay. So let's give fire. So that gives 3 damage per turn, I believe. And also allows our guys to potentially do a lot of damage as they come in here. What I'm thinking, though, is if we go up here, I didn't see actually any ranged users, which is nice. We can potentially do a Prometheum spray over here, which will deplete all ammo, puts burning out, and then also afflicts exposed, potentially. We'll see. Oh, that did not work. Huh. Okay, well, lesson learned on that one. We could also hit a grenade, which I don't think is going to be the most useful thing that we could do. Rather than doing something like, let's see. Shoots a target at range 10 to inflict neurotoxin. No damage, inflicts bleed. So this only takes 1 AP, and it looks like it's just an alternative shot, so let's give it that a shot. I want to see what neurotoxin actually does. 50% minus resistance and stackable. Okay, that's very nice. And, I mean, additionally, it gives the bleed, too, so that's always a positive. So, yeah, let's do that. Well, we've had better days on our on the side of the Grey Knights in terms of Prometheum, but I don't think it's going to be a bad thing because all those guys are going to be rushing in and potentially doing a lot of damage, or taking a lot of damage as they move through those flames. So, all right, did that get a crit? Yeah, nice. That was a crit. We like it. And then our other Purgator here. Let's see, what do we want to do with you? Probably bring you up. And then, can we get that Servo Skull? Still no. But can we do Psychic Blast? We can. Doesn't really do anything, because Blinded is only affecting range, or long range attacks. Can you attack? Okay, well, we've put ourselves in a bad position, but we've gotten out of worse before, so we can get out of one now. Alright, Swollen Flesh, that gives armor to 2. Oh, you're gonna try and... Yeah. Okay, mutate all the Poxwalkers. Dang, that's a lot. I really hope you don't... Okay. Nice. Man, our Eversor is very happy about this. Alright, and then we do have the reinforcements coming in from the east here. We probably need to make a significant focus on the Bloomspawn here. So let's reload you, because you don't have anything, actually, yeah. I think we will try and hit you. That'll give us one more option. We may actually even need to bring you out as well.
I am here to serve.
So here's what we do then. Do that damage. So that'll bring you down to 2. Servo Skull will just hit that extraction there.
This is coming with me.
We can move you over here. Burn everything. So this one depletes all ammo again, which is fine. I mean, we're not going to be able to do anything with you right now. Oh, that gave plague to our Eversor. Not good. Oh well. We'll go ahead and kill you. And we may need to use Quicksilver rather early on here. Not ideal, but it is kind of the way it is. We could hit you, but that would force us to go through melee. You are out of ammunition. So if we give the Satraphine Stims, we'll get up to you. But that might not be worth it. So if we get a 4-strike, actually. That'll take you down to 6. And then, if we do Satraphine Stims... Let's see, first off, how much does that do? Not enough. Any number of targets, we could do bleed on these guys, as a total side note. So these guys do not have any successful resiliency towards that. Alright, then we come around. So if we do that, we could actually kill you, but that would afflict you with fire. And I'd really prefer not to. So rather than do that, let's go here. And then we'll just hit you with that. We can also hit you with... See, because you have what? Max of how much HP? 13 HP? So we'll hit you with Eviscerate. That'll kill you. Gives a little bit of damage to us, but also allows us to heal here. Maybe not. Perhaps I... Oh, kill drive is one per turn. Ah, shoot. Well, my mistake on that one. Either way, still needed to kill you. So it's not like we made any significant down or negative effects there.
I'm with you.
So everyone moves forward. And then that's all we need. Okay, so we do have the Pox Flamer Marine, and then we also have runners here. Are you going to be able to attack? Ow. Ow, my guy. Disabled my melee attacks. Huh. That's not very nice of you.
Give me a target.
So no... Let's see. No ammunition. It's fine. So you just attack. So you basically attack like normal.
What is your will?
That's not ideal. I'll tell you what, that is not ideal. We could Hammer Hand, which would allow us to... Let's see, precision target. That would allow us to disable the Vox Stave. Could also Afflict Bleed. Or we could stun. The stun is 4 per turn, so that seems like it's not going to be viable. I think what we really need to do is get you up here. We could alternatively, maybe let's think about this. We could hit a grenade. then that would leave you with, I want to say 5 HP. We could potentially give you Honor the Chapter.
Rugen.
Let's see. How do we want to play this, though? How do we want to play this? So you kill actually instantly. So let's go with that.
Taste to death.
But you can't hit. Ah, darn. How tricky is that? You can destroy those, though. The enemy Plague Marine is really not a concern to us right now. Let's give Honor the Chapter to our Flamer.
Seek and destroy, brother.
And then if worse comes to worse, we can Quicksilver.
Ready.
But, let's see. So if we go to here... You don't have any ammunition. You deal 4 damage. You guys have 5 HP.
Herodotus. Unleash me.
Tell you what, let's get you out of here. So that'll give us at least 1 willpower point back. Not really that upsetting. And then we can potentially use Scattershot here.
Yes, sir.
So that'll do a lot of damage. And piercing. So again, not really a significant source of problems for the armor, at least. But let's go ahead and move you up. Then we'll reload.
Reloaded.
And then can you attack in time? Or did we just waste Honor the Chapter for nothing? We may have. That's okay. Let's Aegis. I know this guy does ignore cover. But at least we don't have the super significant Plague Marines. So, for example, if we had a crack grenade, that would have been very problematic. Two damage to not Rugen. That was... Who was that? Bast? I don't know. Alright, Drain on the Plague Marine.
Ready.
You have the ability to do melee now. So I think we actually want to do that. Because we want to give you the opportunity to heal up a little bit. Plus, it's easy. Alright, excellent. Let's get 20% back. We like the heals. And I think you did level up there. Congratulations.
Yes, Commander. Here.
As far as you are concerned, we can hit you from the top. Are you are immune to Plagued, right? So you are immune to Plagued, which is nice. Let's try and...
What is your will?
We'll do this. We'll knock you, so it does knock back, which allows our Terminator to go in here. And I wish I could see, but I think that's going to be important. So do you take... Yep, you are immune. Excellent. So you can just kind of walk through that. No problem at all. And then a Force Strike. We could also do a Hammer Hand, which would... Let's see. If we do a Hammer Hand, that would allow you to either Afflict Bleed, disable the ranged weapon, or stun. Let's go ahead and do the Hammer Hand. You do have 5 willpower remaining, which is nice. We'll disable your ranged weapon to prevent you from giving any of our other Grey Knights a Plagued status effect, and then you can just be killed by a standard flamethrower. Alright, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. Taking a little bit of damage on our Eversor, which is not ideal. But, you know, honestly, it's probably not that bad. I think we've done okay.
On my way.
Also might be able to leverage the next turn in order to get some more HP back on him, potentially if we can kill the
Reloaded.
Plague Marine with this guy. Although I'm not sure if we'll be able to get there in time. So we're not going to be able to do... Oh, we are going to be able to do a little bit of damage. Plus crit chance versus organic. Hey, was that a crit? I will not complain about that. Oh, that's right. He does do drained. I forgot about that. So he is disgustingly resilient. Are you going to be able to get there? So you can do a little bit of damage. Let's see. So we have 5 HP, or 5, excuse me, rounds that we can fire, which is way more than we can use this turn. And see, you have how much left? 2 willpower left. It may actually be worth giving you the willpower. Don't know. I think we're actually going to give it to the Eversword, because we do still have Quicksilver. Honor the Chapter is how much? 2 willpower, so we can do that. And then we can get additional health back from you.
Find me more marks.
Alright, so you're at least at 50%, so we're good with that. Let's move up. Alright, and this next one I feel I feel a lot better about this next one because we have the ability to do both Quicksilver and Gate of Infinity, so we were able to play it a little safer in that respect. As we take a look here, just kind of moving up, seeing if there are any Pox Seeds that we can take advantage of. I'm not seeing any. Doesn't mean that I haven't missed some already, but I do know that we got one. Plus one that was on... just... Oh, no, never mind. You're a Terminator. Who cares? Alright, and then let's get you up as well.
As you will.
The Incinerator has done some very, very solid work for us in this game. I don't know if I've given it the proper respect that it deserves, to be honest with you. Alright, next up here. So we actually have to make our way all the way through here. I think we'll just make a big move. Probably get the reinforcements in there. And then I would bet that the reinforcements come in either from here or from here. I feel like I actually remember this map slightly, but not sure. Not entirely sure. Bring you up, and then lastly our Eversor. We do probably want to make the Eversor make the move into that chamber. That way we have him closest to the engagement, given that we're going to be using our other stuff here. So bring everyone close.
Unleash me.
Bring you up. Terminator. All right, let's go in. Let's go in on it. Ah, another one. Interesting. Alright. Another Myphitic Blightcrawler. We could actually get some pretty good experience off that thing if we wanted. Alright, so as we expected, one set of reinforcements came from there. Set an Overwatch zone. Not going to affect our Eversor Assassin, which is nice. Armor, or not armor, but cover explosive. Oh my gosh, this guy is just, he has no chill. He has absolutely no chill. Okay. Alrighty then, so let's go ahead and use Gate of Infinity here. Right, we knew that this is what we wanted to do from the get-go. So so you can kill in 2 hits the Myphitic Blightcrawler. You can actually get there in time, but not quite. So you deal 4 damage each. So the only way to do this is by hurting our guys. Unfortunate, but that is the way of things. let's extract that seed first and foremost. Before we do anything,
I've pulled a seed from this rot.
try to decide how we're going to maximize our capacity here. If I had known that he was going to start here, I should have probably just gotten everyone here. That way he could do that. But I think realistically, we need to move you out of the way. Everyone needs to go out of the way. Because you are going to be able to AoE the entire thing very nicely. And would it be worth doing the Flames of Purity to deal 6 damage? No. Doesn't really matter. Because he still has the armor until such time as that works out.
Glory to Zythos.
Alright, so now we have the ability to do quite a bit of damage there. You can also come up. Let's see, how much... You have 4 ammo. So if we give you Quicksilver, first and foremost, let's give you a little bit of damage. I don't really want to let this guy fire a crack missile at me, this Myphitic Blightcrawler, because if we do that, then he's going to have... Our entire team's going to have a real bad day. So if we go up here, give a Force Strike, that leaves it at 5. And then you can, with Quicksilver, kill. Alternatively, we could give Quicksilver to you. Maybe that's the play.
We bring
Ah, that was a crit. We'd like to see it. So you have 5 HP left. And maybe what we do is we give Quicksilver to... Let's see. So you have... How's your ammunition? Let's give Honor the Chapter to you. Maybe we don't even need to use Quicksilver. Okay, so you have 3. Ah, no, here's what we do. Here's what we do. We give Quicksilver to you. So that's an additional 2 AP. We can take down the Myphitic Blightcrawler.
Standing ready.
Because you have the ability here.
To the enemy.
We crit. What a guy. And then we just take him down with the Flamer. Flames of Purity.
Excellent work, Commander.
All right.
Draw your forces.
That worked
Our
out perfectly.
initiates can tend to the leftover filth.
Need more rounds.
All right, and that was a lot of XP too. 24 off of that final kill. What a great opportunity there. All right, and growing the bloom was prevented. 6 bloom seeds. We also got an additional 3 requisition, +1, and then -1 corruption on the system. Now let's take a look at the armory and make our decision there. So we do have, a tier 2 Force Halberd, as we kind of talked about previously, +2 melee damage, 5 damage to start, as well as First Strike and Iron Will. That's really nice. Rad Grenade deals bleed. That could synergize very well, actually, with our Eversor. Not bad. It's a blast attack. I don't know if that does knockback, but we'll see. Warrant of Flame, 2+ armor, grenades of 1 area. Nice. And then Silver Bolt gives 5 damage, 1+ crit damage, as well as a rank 3 Purgator. I think we drop this. We take this. This seems quite powerful. 7 damage on a Force Strike. I mean, that could... It doesn't really synergize well with a crit build, but I like it nonetheless. Alternatively, we could try this Rad Grenade. I've seen it before. I've seen enough finish without mastercrafted melees that might be significant. I think we're actually going to get them both. We're going to get them both. that'll cost us a little bit of money, but there we go. All right. Let's take a look. So our Eversor did get light wounds. Unsurprising there. He took a lot of damage, but it is light wounds and not regular wounds. So that's a really good thing considering he was below 50% health. Other than that, every single one of our knights plus Gannis got a level up. So in the next episode, we'll be taking care of that and looking at how we want to continue speccing out our knights. But anyways, thank you guys for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed this mission and all of the level ups. We'll start the next one by doing all the promotions, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.